What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, founder of Pitcherlist and former college pitcher, and here is Luis Garcia. Look, he was supposed to dominate the Mariners yesterday. He did through 3 innings, allowed 3 runs in the 4th off a double, and another 3 runs in the 5th off of a home run. And we're going to talk about that 5th inning. What happened? How did this come to be? You're supposed to destroy the Mariners and not join them. That's not how it works. But yeah, 9 strikeouts in this game too, and there's still underlining skills about Garcia. But I kind of want to showcase like how you have that big inning and how baseball is very finicky like that. So we're going to talk about Garcia, what he does, how he gets his outs, and let's jump into it here. So if you're not familiar with Luis Garcia, it's that fastball, which isn't that great. It's about 91 or so, maybe sometimes 92, 93. And it's not the reason that Garcia has success. It's his cutter and his slider. Sometimes his changeup actually in this game was a major pitch for him. The one here, as he faces Shed Long Jr., that's not a terrible first pitch. And, it's on the outside edge. You normally kind of expect the guy maybe to go left field with it, but on the first pitch, it's not really what they're looking for. Shed did a good job fisting that to right field. A little bit off the end of the bat for him. It's fine. It happens. You move on if you're Garcia, right? So man on first here. Instead of making that mistake, he throws the slow curveball. And hey, that's free real estate. That's going to be taken for a strike every single time if you're Jake Bauers. Not what you're expecting whatsoever. You're hoping for maybe a fastball to drive. Maybe you're actually even just a patient pitcher anyway. You want to wait for a strike. Look, you just got a free strike there if you're Garcia. You're not throwing another curveball this entire at-bat. So now you can throw maybe a changeup away if he's going to think he's deserved a fastball now. Or maybe he can just go up and in with that heater. We'll see what we get. He does get that changeup at 83. And added some good movement on it. It was still up for him to drive, but Bauers didn't stay back far enough on this. And the velocity gap, about 10 ticks here, is the major difference. And why Bauers doesn't hit this, he's isn't able to stay back long enough because it's up. And that's the problem with high changeups often, is that when it's up in the zone, when you need to adjust, it's easy to go and slap that pitch that's up as opposed to the one that's down and you have to go farther to go and get. But Bauers wasn't able to handle that one. And now you have 0-2. Sweet. Garcia, your 2 best pitches are really a slider and a cutter. You got to throw one of them here. And he does. He throws, I believe that's the cutter at 85. Didn't have the same sweeping motion I normally see from the slider. I could be wrong. There he goes with the fastball up. Oh, beautiful pitch. Oh, that's so nice. The sequencing here is great. Yeah, the first pitch, curveball, free strike. He had a changeup that was the right pitch offering because of he was expecting a fastball. Love that. He had the slider down. I'm going to say it's a slide. Probably the cutter is around like 88, 89 is what I'm going to guess. He had the slider down. He fouled it off fine. Then you go back up with the fastball right at the top of the zone. Really, really good spot to it. Fouls that off. Change up away now is probably what I would go with. He goes with it. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that execution. So he moves all around the strike zone in this at-bat. I mean, it's really, really excellent sequencing from Garcia and showcases his repertoire as a whole here, right? You have the first pitch curveball. You have the slider that kept him off balance when he got to 0-2. You have the changeup early in the count when he thinks fastball. You execute the fastball up here, and then you go changeup down here. This whole strike zone is just untouched. That's what makes a good pitcher. This is really, really excellent work from Garcia. Love it. And I don't just love it because I predicted it. It's because it was really nice. It was really good. All right. I would honestly, you just threw a really, really nice changeup. I would probably throw the same thing again here, JB Crawford. Free real estate once again. You get that curveball. All right. 0-1 now. Is it the same idea? Has he earned a fastball now? Do you take advantage of that with a changeup? We'll see what happens. Does another curveball. Oh, man. That's just getting greedy. You got to throw that for a strike if you do it, though. And he just missed it. Honestly, Robo Umps give him that, but I don't know if he deserved it. Now 1-1. You got to throw a strike. It could be a backdoor cutter. Garcia does do that well. We'll see what we get. He tries to go with the changeup, gets on the side of that one. Anytime you see a lot more horizontal movement on a changeup, it means they're coming across this way as opposed to that way. This just means more side of the ball. You go this way, the ball goes that way. So you want to stay on top of it. And that one he got too far on the side. Sometimes you see that from the stretch more often because arm circles change. Sometimes you speed up and you don't get the right timing as you would from the windup. So it's kind of interesting to see that there. Hopefully he can adjust. It looks like a fastball they're coming up. That's a fine pitch. They wanted to go up with it. That is in the upper third. It's not like it's down here. And it did force Crawford to foul it off and get a little bit too underneath it. So I'm okay with it. Not ideal. Now looks like they're going up again and they want to go farther up, which I am all for. Look, Crawford was underneath that one. Go higher up and hopefully he can be too far underneath it. Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, you just got to tip your cap to that. Look, this is a really good pitch from Garcia. You saw that Crawford was underneath the previous one, so it didn't have his timing quite right, and you go higher up, making it even harder. Crawford makes an excellent adjustment. Really, really good. Not only is he catching up to a ball higher up, but he gets on top of it. Excellent job here. I mean, I will say this pitch is a little too far away. You want this farther in, because if it's farther in, then this hits the handle as opposed to the barrel. But, I mean, really, really good job from Crawford. That's way out of the zone. That's not at all what you expect. That's a really, really good job. You just got to tip your cap. If you're Garcia, sure, you can be a little bit better and prevent that, but that's not the odds there, right? Odds are that that's an out. So Mitch Haniger is up. First and second, 1 out. And now this is our first righty. We've only seen lefties so far, so I'm curious how he attacks them. I would imagine you're going to see some sliders coming down here. And I don't know. Maybe he does go up and in. We'll see. So he tries to go. Ooh, man. So he tries to go in the danger zone. That is, this is where we want to throw changeups a lot. It's this really dangerous risk-reward section. Down and in, where essentially you throw the changeup here, and sometimes it can drop the barrel and really drive it. But if you go just underneath it, it looks like the tastiest fastball ever, and then it just dies away. You can normally get a whiff. This, if you can do this with consistency, you'll get this called strike all the time, because this is not a strike, not a strike, not a strike until the last moment. It works. You get one, but it's, if you've ever played the show, you'll know that works, and it's the most annoying thing ever. Slider away here. Nice pitch. Beautiful execution. Beautiful. And again, I mean, Garcia is avoiding the heart of this plate. This is where Haniger wants the ball, and he's got a pitch up here. He's got a pitch down here. Not fast. He's got it just for movement and everything. This is beautiful. Look at how long this is in the zone for. In the zone. In the zone. Not. Like the last moment. Even when he swung through it, it's still kind of in the zone, Crazy. Really, really beautiful slider. Like that's, oh, I love that. Wait, hold on. Look at this. You can't see it. I'll try to get it for you. You can see the strike zone plot. Like all of this is avoided. That's so good. That's so good. All right, let's get this back. So here we are, 0-2, and you just saw him swing and miss on that pitch. Don't get cute with the fastball up. Make him show that he cannot swing on that slider. And he took it for strike 3. I don't know why he didn't swing. Maybe he thought it was going to break farther than it did. That's kind of crazy. Maybe he was thinking curveball, which would have been weird. This is a strike all the way through. I'm pretty shocked by Haniger. I think he just thought it was going to be breaking harder than it did. Yeah, I think he didn't think that was going to land in the zone, and it just did. So he was expecting slider, and Garcia just threw a good one. There you go. That's it. Honestly, Garcia probably tried to throw that out of the zone, got a little bit rewarded for throwing in zone because Haniger expected it. It was just the exact blend of being just enough inside the zone. So, all right, good stuff. So here we are. You got to 2 outs. You just got to get one more here. It's 8-3. You got this, Garcia. Not a problem whatsoever. Start him off with a changeup. There it is. Beautiful. And that changeup was working for Garcia yesterday. It's not normally the pitch. It's normally sliders and cutters, but there are some days when that changeup is just dominant, especially against the lefty heavy Mariners. I understand why he went with it, and yeah, it was successful. So after establishing that changeup first, if I'm Kyle Seager, am I selling out for a I don't know if I'm going to be selling out for the fastball or not. By the way, it's not loading, and I'm just hoping that it will soon. Come on. We can do this. We can get there. I know you have it in there. No, okay. Well, there we go. We got it. Okay. No, I'm not going to edit that out. Absolutely not. So 0-1 here after the changeup. It's like you don't want to give in to a fastball to Kyle Seager, right? So you might want to throw a cutter inside if you can do and try and feast off of that. Starts on the inside corner and then comes in. We'll see what they go with. They do. So, I mean, that's a slider. That's really filthy. I mean, that's 86 in the danger zone I was talking about for righties. It's the same thing for lefties. Beautiful pitch. And he swings right over it. And really, that's 2 pitches where Kyle Seager said, look, I want a fastball. Now, the question is Seager going to stay on that approach, that gambit, saying, like, I'm going to get a fastball, I'm going to crush it? Or do you not play into that whatsoever and say, look, like, you're waiting for a fastball. It's on you to make that adjustment, Kyle Seager. I'm not going to give you a heater. So he went with the changeup. I like the pitch call. He overthrew it. This doesn't start as a strike. It starts here and goes down. Easy, easy take for Seager. And now he has to think 1-2. This is a fastball count. This is when they go up and in, right? Because you've thrown 3 off speed. You just missed on the 0-2 one. You don't want to get to 2-2. This is when I'm going to sell out if I'm Seager for a fastball. Oh, no. No. Ah. So that's it, right? Like, ah, it's so painful. That hurts. That hurts so much. All right, so and that's the last pitch that Garcia threw. So I want to recap this. Garcia hadn't actually made a mistake this entire inning, you know? Not one mistake. And this is the importance of sequencing. So you have the 0-2 pitch, which is a changeup out of the zone. And this is kind of the battle that's going on here, right? Is Seager is waiting for that fastball, getting into a fastball count. And your pitches beforehand can telegraph what comes next. And that's an issue, right? If you heard me this entire way through, I did not watch this at bat. I did not know what pitch was coming. I did not know. It's really important, and it's so hard as a pitcher to have that confidence, to not give in to normal sequencing. This is a situation where you had an open base. David Cohn would say that. Third base is open. That means I have an open base if I need to walk him, right? Seager has outlined for 2 pitches already, for 3 really, that he's looking for a fastball. Really, actually 2. The changeup was a waste. But because you wasted it at 0-2, you told him that you were going heater. And yes, you made a mistake on it. And maybe if you executed the right one, you get him. But the timing was there on that. I don't think it would have worked. You don't have to give into it. Your stuff is so good. I think a slider would have done it. Even a curveball would have messed them up. But the fastball, I'm going to put myself through pain again. I mean, look where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be here. And oh no. It's just. So anyway, what I'm getting at here, Garcia pitched super well and made one mistake and it cost him. I mean, the 4th inning, I don't know what happened there. But this, he didn't get the win because of it. It's just such a pity. All right, well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this pitcher breakdown. As always, you can watch these live on Twitch from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time every single weekday morning, twitch.tv/pitchers. Join me there. It's a wonderful time. But that's going to do it for today. So as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.